Hello, my friends. As you can see, yet again, I'm in a new location. This is my new apartment, so this is where I'm going to be. I'm working on the lighting still. I'm working on changing a couple things. Those are not my fish. Those are not my fish. There's a few things with the decor in here that I'm not a huge fan of. I'm going to work on, but I'm super, super blessed. I'm super, super grateful that I found a place in like 3 weeks, that I found a place that was furnished, that I have a roof over my head. I am absolutely blessed. So this is where I'm going to be. And now that that little update is out of the way, you are not here to hear that. You are here to hear what it is that I have to say. And I'm going to preface the video by saying that when I first heard what it is that I'm about to say, all I wanted to do was cover my ears and go la 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 and not listen to any of it, not practice any of it, not believe any of it, because it is hard to look at this side of yourself. What am I talking about? What I want you to do is I want you to go to your mirror, preferably in your house so that you are more comfortable. I want you to go to your mirror and I want you to stare at yourself. I want you to go eye to eye, face to face. We never ever do this unless you have a self-love practice where you look at yourself in the eyes and you tell yourself that you love yourself, which is so beautiful and so important, and I hope that you do that. We don't really look at ourselves eye to eye, face to face. We'll look at ourselves in the mirror, look at our body, judge ourselves, see if we have anything in our teeth, do our makeup, but aside from that, we really don't connect deeply with ourselves. We are not getting super, super in touch, super in tune with ourselves. This is such a powerful way to do it. So I want you to go to your mirror. I want you to stare at yourself. Stare into your eyes. Really get settled, get grounded, and then tell yourself, I am doing the best that I possibly can. And see how that feels. Actually see how that feels. Don't just say it and be like, hell yeah, I'm good, let's go. Actually see how it feels when you say that, and say it multiple times, because the first time that you say it, chances are you're just going to be like, cool, I'm doing the best I can, that's great. But are you actually doing the best that you can? Can you actually look yourself in the eyes and say, I am doing the best that I possibly can? Because the chances are you can't. And when I went to do that, I was like, I'm doing the best that I can, 100%. There's no way that I'm going to look at myself in the eyes and say this and not feel amazing, because I know that I'm doing the best that I can. But I wasn't. I was not doing the best that I possibly can, and I still don't think that I'm doing the best that I possibly can. I still think that I can work harder, that I can work out harder, that I can love more, that I can reach out to more friends, that I can reach out to my family more often. I still think that there's a lot of things that I can improve. So when you do this, when you look in the mirror and you say, I am doing the best I possibly can, see what comes up. And you have to be so self-aware to do this. And you have to be so open to doing this and to seeing what it is that comes up. But allot yourself time, stand there and say it so many times. Stand there and say, I'm doing the best I can in my career. See what comes up. Is there something that you can improve? Is there something that you can work harder on? I'm doing the best in my relationship. See what comes up. Is there something that you said last week that you need to apologize for? Is there something that you need to take accountability for? I'm doing the best in my friendships. Are you actually reaching out to your friends? Are you reaching out to your friends, asking them how their day is, asking them if they want to hang out? Or are you just saying, I want them to come to me. I want them to come to me, and all I want to do is complain to them and tell them how my day is going and how much pain I'm in. I want everything me, 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 me. Are you doing the best you can in connecting with your family? Are you reaching out to your family? Are you seeing your family as much as you possibly can? Are you doing the best you possibly can parenting your child? Are you present for your child? Are you giving them love and attention? I will tell you right now that there is no way that you go through that entire list of, am I doing the best I can at this? And you say 100%. 100%. Unless you're like a top performer, you wouldn't be watching this video if you were that. Unless you're up there, you are not going to go through that list and find 100% on every single line. You are just not. And if you do, you are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself, and you are being mediocre in whatever that category is. Be honest with yourself. Why would you not be honest with yourself? The only reason you wouldn't be honest with yourself is because it hurts your ego. But guess what? A bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. These are things that you need to work on, and you know that you need to work on them, but you want to avoid it. You want to avoid it, and you want to think that you are doing the best that you possibly can because it makes your ego feel good. When your ego feels good, you feel good, but you don't actually feel good. It's just your ego that feels good. There's so much more of you that knows that you have a greater potential than what it is that you are putting out to the world. And like I say in every single video, I am just saying this to you because this is something that I needed to hear. I tried this. I looked in the mirror and I said, I am doing the best that I possibly can. And you know what came up? Nothing. The first time I said it, nothing. The second time I said it, nothing. The third time I said it, something doesn't feel right. I am doing the best that I possibly can in my relationship. I knew that I was doing the best that I possibly could in my relationship. I knew that I was putting every single ounce of my energy into that relationship. I'm doing the best I possibly can in my friendships. No, I definitely was not. I definitely was utilizing my friends for my needs, and I wasn't asking them what they needed. And that's okay sometimes, and that's what I needed in that moment, but that's not a sustainable friendship. It can't go one way. I'm doing the best I possibly can in my career. No, I can work a lot harder. I know myself. I know my potential. I know what I'm capable of. I know that I can work a million times harder than I'm working. And I also know that no one is going to do that for me. I have to push myself to do that. And you know what really pushed me to do that? Looking in the mirror and saying, I'm doing the best I possibly can in my career, and feeling like I was lying to myself. Feeling like, wow, I need to be doing so much more. I don't need to be doing so much more. I want to be doing so much more because I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, I am doing the best I possibly can in my career. I am working my ass off to reach my goals. Because if you are not working your ass off to reach your goals, if you're not working your ass off in every single aspect of your life, how do you expect your life to go the way that you want it to go? It's not going to. And if you continue to say, I'm doing the best that I possibly can, and lie to yourself, how do you expect to excel? How do you expect to get to the next level of your life? How do you expect to elevate? How do you expect to reach every single goal, every single dream you have ever had if you continue lying to yourself? If you continue to just half-ass every single aspect of your life and tell yourself that you're doing it to the fullest. Not only is that going to get you nowhere, it's also going to plummet your self-worth, your self-confidence. Your work ethic is going to go down the drain. Your friendships are going to go down the drain. Your relationships are going to go down the drain. If you keep lying to yourself and saying you are doing the best that you possibly can. No, you're not. That's delusional. That's delusional in the worst way, though. There is good delusional and there's bad delusional. That kind of delusional is bad delusional. That kind of delusional is thinking, no, there's nothing that I'm doing wrong. It's definitely the other person. You are not taking any accountability, no responsibility. You are not keeping promises to yourself. You are not keeping these commitments that you make to yourself or to others. You're just la-di-da-dying through life, not looking at the actual problem, which is you and your lack of effort. And that shit will get you nowhere. What's the point of living a life like that? What's the point of going to work every single day if you're not going to work your ass off at that job? I don't care what your job is. I don't care if you're cleaning, if you're a bus driver. I don't care if you're a CEO of a company. What is the point of you going and spending your time, your precious, precious time at this job if you are not going to work your ass off at whatever it is that you're doing? It's not your dream job. It's not your career. Yeah. But the effort that you put in that space, even if it is the shittiest space, even if you do not want to be there, the effort that you put in there is the effort that's going to translate to your dream job, to your career, to your next relationship, to wherever it is that you are bringing yourself. That effort that you put in when you're in a shitty situation is the effort that you're going to put in when you're in a great situation. The self-worth that you have, the confidence that you have when you're in a shitty situation is going to translate to when you're in a great situation. The best example I can think of is the amount of people that give up on relationships, on marriages. If they get to a point where it's too hard, they get to a point where they have to compromise too much. No, that has nothing to do with the relationship. That has everything to do with you. And if you change the relationship, you are going to stay the same. And if you stay the same, you are going to go through the same cycle over and over again. And it is going to be miserable because you're never going to be able to look at the problem, which is you. Your ego is getting in the way of you living the life that you deserve. And because you want to avoid that pain, because you don't want to bruise your ego, you're never going to look at yourself. You're never going to take that accountability and say, damn, I could be doing better. Because when you're in this space where you think that you're working as hard as you possibly can at your job, at your relationships, at your friendships, you don't want to look at yourself and say, could be me, might be me. I might need to be working a little bit harder at this. No, you want to think, hey, I'm on top right now. I'm doing everything that I possibly can. Everything is working out for me. This is going beautifully. This is going so well. You don't want to take that accountability and say, I feel good, but is everything in my life reflecting the fact that I feel good? Are there things in my life that can be improved? And can they be improved by me improving myself? Or is it something totally external? But the chances that it's something totally external, the chances that you need to change every single thing around you in order to make your life work for you is pretty slim. It's probably you. And that's probably one of the hardest things that we can admit. We are so selfish, we are so egotistical, and we don't ever want to look at ourselves. A bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself over and over and over again, you are doing the best that you possibly can, and see what kind of resistance comes up. And don't ignore it. If you push that resistance down, it's just going to come up at a later date. So you might as well deal with it in the moment. The best time to take any kind of action on your life is right here and right now. No one's coming to do anything for you. No one is coming to save you. It's up to you to take that accountability and to make those changes. A bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. I hope that this resonates with somebody. I know I got a little bit heated, but it's something that I need to hear. It's something that a lot of people on the planet need to hear because it's hard for us to take accountability. We're stubborn. We'll look at anything else other than ourselves. You should probably watch this video over and over and over again and really listen to my spiel. You should also probably subscribe to my channel. That would be really great. Or follow me if you're listening to this on the podcast. I love you so much. You are worthy. You are amazing. You just need to take a look at yourself every once in a while. I do too. It's fine. Talk soon.